Hi, welcome to this video for D100 Dungeon. In this video we're going to be discussing an app that I've been developing for the game, and basically what it does is it's an app that will give you dice rolls and be able to roll on the various tables that you can find in the main rulebook. One of the things I wanted to just elaborate on was that the encounter tables in the app, you've got all the modifiers, but I've also included the monsters that are found in the Adventurer's Companion book. So there's two sets of monsters, so when you click on a monster table, which we're doing in a bit, it will give you two separate listings. So if you're using the table for your monsters for your quest, table E, then it'll display it. It also displays monsters for table EA, and you're not meant to mix and match them, so you're meant to be either using monsters from one or the other table, not a mixture of them. Right, so just about the app, all it does is it doesn't play the game, it doesn't elaborate on rules, it just gives you results. So what the intention is that you will be able to use this instead of searching through the book and rolling on the particular tables. So first off, there's a set of commands, a set of buttons at the top, and they allow you to switch the sound and the vibration effect off of the phone or the app that you the device that you're using. And there's also a reset button. We'll go into that in a minute. So first of all, click on the dice to get a dice roll. So if you want to roll the D6, you just tap the D6 and the D10 obviously and the D100, and it'll just generate a random number between those numbers of the dice that you're rolling. So if you're rolling a D6, it'll give you a number between 1 and 6. If you don't like the vibration, which you could probably hear the vibration, you can switch the vibration effect off and then the device won't vibrate, so there's no vibration. If you don't like the sound, you can just click the sound off and you just get the little tink that's built into your device, and you don't actually get any extra sound. And then the other thing that it will do is it's got a reset button, so as you go through rolling on the tables, you'll be building up a lot of information on all these different things like armor and boosts and curses. If you want to reset the screen so that they all go blank again, you just hit the reset button and they all go blank. And so it's just a way to clean up your screen when you've been rolling on a lot of tables. So we put the sound back on. I'll leave the vibrate off for now because it's a bit annoying on playback of the video, because you can hear the sound of the vibration. So the monster reaction roll, when you're in combat, you roll the monster reaction. You roll for a monster reaction, and then what I've incorporated in is a roll all the combat dice at once feature, so you don't have to make all the individual rolls. I didn't include the monster reaction in with this roll because if the monster was to decide to escape, if you had all the statistics of what the monster rolled and what you rolled and so forth, then it might persuade you into which way you wanted to go if the monster was going to escape. For instance, if the monster was going to escape and you saw that you'd rolled enough to block its escape, you would choose block to escape. So to stop that feature, or to stop you cheating, I've not allowed you to roll. You need to make that decision when you roll the combat dice. So we roll all the dice together and it gives you all the results for you and the monster and the areas that you've hit, main weapon and the offhand and so forth, and it'll give you a damage modifier. Then you've got your armor table, and this will cycle through the armor table giving you results. So when you're instructed to roll on any of these tables, you can just click on them. Boosts, you've got all the boosts and the curses. It's pretty straightforward. Doors will give you the result, and then at the bottom it'll give you the test that's needed to open the doors, and so we can just keep clicking them, and then the encounter box, depending on what quest you're going to be performing, you need to select one of these quest modifiers. So if you're just starting out, you'll be using encounter modifier -40, so you click that one. And then this is what I was saying earlier about the monsters from the different tables. So if you're using encounter table E, you use the monster that's in red, and if you're using it from the Adventurer's Companion book, table EA, you can use the monsters displayed in green. And then we move on to the find table. So if you're in a yellow room, you can just click the yellow button. Green, you can click the green button, and so on. I don't need to explain all them. So then we move on to the geographic. Again, just click on the geographic and it gives you all the information for the green area that you found. Items, found a book of skill, it's not worth any gold. Investments, used during the between quest phase. Oh yeah, that's something else to just mention, is that I've made, when you're searching the markets, all the markets tables that you can roll on between the next quest phase is shown in a darker orange. So legends gives you the legend of the item you found, then the mapping diagrams. I'll just cycle through a few of them. And hopefully we won't keep rolling yellow rooms. There we go, there's a blue room. And these are all taken from the main rulebook table. The needed table, and then parts, again divided into parts 1 to 4. So if you've killed a monster and you need to roll on parts table 4, just click 4. And then if you're rolling for quests during the between your next quest phase, just click on that for your quest. And spells. So just backtracking again, I wanted to just explain something that I did with the parts table. On the parts table there's a chance to roll uncommon, scarce or rare parts, and so what I've incorporated in, we'll see if we can get one up. I'll just cycle through all these, hopefully trying to get one where it shows you. There we go. So when you've rolled an uncommon part, rather than having to roll again and add all the information onto it, what I've done is I've incorporated it into the same table, into the same function. So what you're able to do is, you can see you found an uncommon kidney. So that's how they work. We've done quests. Then the treasures, again there's a chance to roll a legendary items or finer or special items such as that are more advanced. So what I've done is I've incorporated that feature as well. So there we go, we've got superior armor. So instead of you having to go and roll for your armor and then come all the way back, we've got it listed all together. And then probably one of the real handy features in the app is the value button. So when you want to sell your items that are damaged, the item value decreases in value, and so what this does, this allows you to enter in the item's original gold piece value and how many damage pips it's got, and then push the value button and it will work out how much your item is worth. So if you've got an item, let's say it's 256 gold pieces in value and it's suffered 3 pips of damage, you enter those into the app and then push the value button, and what it does is it works out how much that item is worth when you sell it, so that you don't have to look it up on the table, you don't have to work out how much damage, you don't have to repair it to full and then sell it. You can just let the app work it out and then sell it for 100 gold pieces. So if you enter, if you don't enter any gold in, the app will warn you, tell you please enter valid gold pieces. If you try to enter in a value that's below 1. You've got to enter a number between 1 and 5. If you don't, the app warns you that you haven't entered the right amount. So it won't really give you a value unless you put the right information in. So you can put in any value into this. There isn't any items worth 30,000 gold pieces, but let's say we was going to work out how much one was. The app will still work it out. So if values do change throughout the course of the game and how it involves, the app will still work. So that's pretty good. And then you got weapons. So if you've got any need to roll on the weapons table, then you can just roll on there. And then there's a couple of buttons there to take you to the various different websites. And that's about it. So the app's initially going to be available via the Google Play Store. There will be a charge for it. I haven't fully worked out the cost that it needs to be set at. Google Play take a percentage. There's individual countries add a taxation on, and so I need to figure out and work that through. But as soon as the app's available, I'll notify via the D100 Dungeon website, which you can find at the link below. I'll put it in the description below, and you can find or on the Facebook group I'll announce it, and all the other social media as soon as it goes live. So thanks for watching. I hope this is something that might appeal to you, and I'll keep you posted on when this becomes available.